What are you playing now?
Play the demo to the JRPG I've been waiting for. Comes out on Thursday or something? Oh, my progress carries over, so.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me.
Who are you?
Ah, a most unusual name.
Well, it's not windy. I might go fishing today if it fucking warms up a little bit.
It suggests
What's the high?
you might reside in a world beyond ours.
It's already noon, so it should be the high right now.
My entire world is but the dawn of a storm.
107 in Arizona still today. Fuck, dude. Oh yeah, we only have a 65 high today. Oh, I guess it's hotter than most of the week. Today might be the day to go fucking fishing.
18 degrees Celsius? That's fucking perfect weather.
65.
I'll be out there.
Yeah, it's okay. I prefer 75, but...
Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy.
I love it cold. Colder, cool.
I don't like wearing fucking clothes. I don't want to have to wear a hoodie.
But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time,
if indeed,
I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination?
Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination?
Powerless creation?
Not always.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so let this tale begin.
Oh, fuck yeah. Can't believe it's already noon, though. Fuck no. Fuck no. Can't believe I smoked almost 2 ounces since the other day.
Alright. I'm ready. Normal difficulty, Aisha. Yes. I don't want to go too hard. This game is supposed to be long as fuck. They said the main story's over 80 hours long.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
That's a long game.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters
Fire
are
out
roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them. Monsters, huh?
The cutscenes in this,
certainly
you're like
been
watching
hearing
like
stories.
anime, like the
To say
Castlevania
nothing of the
series. They
vacant
look like.
throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Bandits.
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia!
Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
Come on, hey, keep it moving. Hurry it up. Next one. Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife is. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
Shit, son. This is sweet.
Hold it!
Oh, he just cut that guy. Super. It's got like the super animated blood splashes and shit.
Now fall in line. Let's want to get stuck like us.
Oh yeah.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
I kicked off the cliff.
Aw, this place already feels like a death trap. You
Like
hear all that stuff
cel-shaded
about
graphics
Lord
to it?
Luis
Oh, okay.
saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
What mission?
Come on! This is no time for jokes. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back. Think we'll make it? Let's go. Stop! Watch out! Okay? Strong ones ahead. We gotta be careful. Stay vigilant. These ones aren't messing around.
Those are huge.
Look! Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
right.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all.
She cast a spell on me that
Slowed a little
allows me to hear music in my mind, so the soundtrack of the game isn't actually playing, it's referencing it, that it's in his head. That's kind of cool.
Look! Over there! Let's go. Got a sec? I don't like this. Hey! You found something! Not good! Run for it!
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
Whoa, just look!
Whoa.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead.
Yeah!
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin?
Actual furries.
Oh,
Careful!
hurry!
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid! Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only Elder here, in the whole city even. Capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Plamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best, the saint, could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt his highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed his highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to return to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers. So? Whatever will I do?
All right, then.
Idiot peasant. Elder rubbish.
Oh.
Hey, mister! It's a king!
Huh? Damn.
Let's go see.
Simply amazing.
And what is it?
Damn.
This place.
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
Now I want one for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
How much is it?
You're not really going to fall for that, are you? How would you even know what the royal scepter looks like to begin with? You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty, passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic, world-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Let's head there.
Give it a fool, I say. Who else can it be?
All right.
All right, then.
What are you playing at?
Really now?
What are you playing at?
I'm out of ideas.
Dear me!
All right, then.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead. Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
I want to fight for real change.
Lofty words for a gutter rat with an empty coin purse, no? So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
I've got a sharp mind.
Yes, you and every unschooled troglodyte. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
What's up?
Hey guys.
Here you go.
Yeah, I'm doing my best to stay positive, but I definitely woke up on the wrong side of the fucking bed.
You should roll off the other side, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Knock my head into fucking something.
So the name of my protagonist is Longshaft? Yes.
No Longshaft.
You can't fit it. He's just Longshaft.
Get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the guard.
Alright, Longshaft. Welcome to the guard.
I'm sure you've heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed.
Try not to get killed.
You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break
I bet you if I was a fat ass fucking burrito and then I said, hey
up to
Dakota, he'd fucking say something back. Oh, is that Boo talking to you?
Cutting in and out.
You're all good, dude. How was your trip to the, how was your trip to the Packers field, dude?
Can you see the screen?
Yeah, what is this?
You can't see it though? It just said it was blocked.
Yeah,
okay. It's metaphor.
Royal Capital Grand. Oh, this is the place we're at. That's the name of the place we're at. Okay.
Yeah, the game's called Metaphor. This is the prequel, or the demo, and then it carries over to the real game when it comes out this week.
That's why you said Metaphor, because of the name of the game. I'm over here like, what?
Look at that. All right then.
I'm gonna come up there to what is that? Minnesota. You come up there to Minnesota and fuck you up, man.
I heard they get sightings.
Betting all that goddamn money on
those
the
huge
fucking
monsters?
game.
You think that's why we're
What
low
the
on
fuck
soldiers?
is wrong with you, dude?
Wish they'd have told us that. What did they call them? Something like, human...
Next.
What's this?
Another Clamar.
You know what?
Wait.
Nope.
No.
I'm not gonna call you. I'm not gonna call you that
Don't
no more.
look like the others. Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've
31.
seen.
You gotta start acting my
Move
fucking
it.
age.
There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
No,
Brute force. Crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousant strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on. No fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
I had it handled. You didn't need to butt in.
I saw injustice, and so I spoke up. I don't think that's unreasonable. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please.
Here,
Yeah.
your igniter.
Oh, family out the window.
These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving. And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger.
Captain Klinger?
You miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
I'll be back.
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey. You awake?
Yeah, I'm awake.
Sorry to bug you. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
It never gets easier.
Yeah, I could tell. Try to put it behind you, okay? Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but still, the prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author.
That's kind of funny.
The prince loved those kinds of stories.
The fantasy stories are what we would
It says the young
be.
traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. You see, no magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
I hate fucking allergies.
I don't know anyone who likes them.
That is true.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm
That's
glad
probably
we
the
have this
truest
chance to
fucking
talk.
statement. Like, oh man.
I've been reading.
I don't know anybody
and I hope that
alive.
someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book.
Great.
You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth. By tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example.
Yes.
If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne.
I'm not about to
A hero?
I'll be back. I got
One
you.
who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me. I won't give up either. Trust me.
Oh shoot. Just going down.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
Let's see.
Hold on. This place here.
Let's see.
Hold on.
That's where you want to go.
Hold on.
Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see.
This place here. This place here.
Hey, don't forget. Okay then.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination. The northern border fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance to the royal capital, and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Claire, war hero, tactician, master of arms.
Walmart.
When I
What?
The wall mop. I need to go, but well, it's this mop that's for the floor, but we used it for his fucking house. We used it to mop the walls of his house and make everything so much clearer.
Captivated you so?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and get this mop that he has and bring it over here and fucking mop my fucking walls. But smoking in here over all these years, all the buildup and shit. Like I can see the whiteness underneath it where I wipe and shit, like with a sponge. I can do shit.
It's hard to explain.
Some kind of fantasy novel, you said. So it's describing a better world.
It's like snow,
Utopia,
the Sahara Desert. Snow, the Sahara Desert.
I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you yesterday or
Something to
no.
say?
I don't think I got to tell
Go
you
on.
yesterday, dude. But I went to
I'm
the
listening.
dispensary yesterday for the first
I
time.
apologize for it.
What? Sorry?
Oh, I went to the dispensary for the first time.
Oh, you actually went? Yeah.
Well, Clamar.
Just went ahead and
I'll let
got
it go this time.
a normal
Only because I
common
like your
strain
friend.
that everybody knows.
Next time,
German
keep your
poison.
complaining to yourself.
I never even heard of it.
Yeah,
That's
this
the
is,
last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad
That's a
about
big
how
one.
it seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll.
Oh, yeah.
Stroll, son of the Count of Halia. And you are?
That's
And you are? I'm Longshaft.
I
That's
have
my
that
name.
right?
Longshaft.
It's got a certain weight to it. For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean
Hell
much.
no, dude. I actually
Here
got
and now,
fuck. What
peers
the
be
hell? I
equals.
just saw that on there. That's crazy.
By the skin of my teeth. Now, well,
Someone.
So that's where the names came from. You're long shaft, Dakota's short shaft.
is that? Speak to me.
Better than no shaft.
Listen.
Bang, you know?
On guard.
Not one of mine.
Who can go into the mine long further?
Anyway, to the fort. Double time.
You want us to go on ahead? Alone?
I knew fear would take you at the.
Let's go.
You had Dakota go in, he's like,
Hey.
where's the G spot, man?
Did you? I'm with you.
I know it's in here somewhere.
Okay? Here we go. Actually,
I see.
Man, I really wonder whenever. I know there's gonna be a time when I get tired of fucking talking shit, but I just want to know when that fucking day is gonna be.
this is...
Because I would really sit back and think about some of this shit that's coming out of my fucking mouth.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
You found Dakota? Oh, I gotta see this. Wow, Cheddar.
We have to help the survivors.
This is really stoned, dude, man. I guess this dude could be like Dakota, but what Cheddar said, this dude standing behind his air fryer, he's like, I like to stand behind my air fryer and smell the smells of the. I like to stand behind my air fryer and breathe in the already fried air. Like, what? And then fucking what's his name? Gray Skull or whatever.
What do you think?
Skeletor. He was like, what?
Take care of it, please.
Oh no.
Things will be fine.
We won't lose this
Not
fight.
too many.
Let's do this.
Don't let your guard down.
Eggman ain't got nothing on this.
You can go from action to turn-based. That's crazy.
Oh shit. Come on.
I won't hold back.
Hey, but
Oh.
I gotta watch Tremors today. Such a good movie. There's two favorite lines that are both from Bert. Dude, what's in those things, Bert? Just a few household chemicals in the proper proportions. That's one of my favorite ones. What kind of fuse is that? Cannon fuse? What do you use it for? For my cannon.
Not bad, if I say so myself.
Only one left. Finish them off. We're clear.
what did you say? Trevor? I'm on YouTube, sorry.
A tough one.
What did you say?
Every fight was that easy, eh? I'll strive for greater heights.
Oh. Says getting put on a list talking like that.
There's a dude out here who has a cannon. I've never actually met him, but I've never actually even seen it, but I've heard it. There's like an area in the desert that's for like it's a bunch of shooting ranges that people can go shooting at and everything. And fucking every once in a while when you go out there, you'll just hear boom, just echo through the fucking valley. I've asked a couple of people, they're like, yeah, some dude comes out here with a homemade cannon and just shoots that thing off.
This is our chance. I'm forward, and we'll win this.
The dinosaurs not having that last track.
have the edge. And we'll win this.
Everyone, go!
I think I'm getting used to this.
Looks like we're safe for now.
That's right. You tell him, Cheddar. You get back there behind that fucking air fryer and do your goddamn job.
Just being aggressive again.
I am, fuck. God damn it. Okay. I take my medicine? Yeah, I took my medicine. Okay, do I need to... I'll smoke later. I don't need to smoke right now. Yeah, you're right. I'm getting a little aggressive. Chill out.
Drink some cocoa.
First the aviary's built, I just haven't let anything loose into it yet. I don't really have enough money yet to start doing that. A bunch of my dinosaurs are dying from old age right now, so... I love just hopping in the helicopter and flying around my park and looking at it.
If you make a dinosaur that looks like me, I hope he fucking gets eaten first. Hope his head pops right off.
Bro, I found out there was it was not approved, but there was a script for a Jurassic Park 3 or 4 to come out. That wouldn't be in the Jurassic World timeline. That would be like a backtrack to when John Hammond was still alive, and it would be that after like dinosaurs have been stolen off the island and taken out into the world, now it'd be kind of around the time of this game, where now there's dinosaurs living freely in the world naturally, and so he would make a new hybrid dinosaur that would be infertile and super aggressive to go hunt down these other dinosaurs, and part of his gene sequencing would be sequenced with human DNA as well, so it would basically be like a human looking velociraptor the size of a T-Rex.
That sounds like that, you ever seen that stupid fucking movie that came out called Velocipaster?
No.
It was a goddamn pastor that turned into a fucking velociraptor, dude. If there's a movie.
Velocipaster.
Jesus Christ.
I'd watch that.
Oh, but I saw this morning for Forza, what the fuck? Forza, oh my god. Forza Horizon fucking shutting it all down.
Oh.
I get it now.
No more Forza.
They're not shutting Forza down.
They're shutting Forza 4 down.
Oh, maybe Forza 4.
Hurry.
Let's hurry.
Why are they not getting any fucking status checks? What the hell?
Let's push through. We have the edge.
Just and now there's a disease. Great one.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
I mean, I know I'm contagious and all, but you call me a disease, it's kind of rude.
I think it's in my lagoon. These guys get diseases left and right just from being... Oh, he's got rabies. Oh. Usually it's from a cohabitation issue. They get upset and then they get the common cold. And it's like, oh, fix their thing there, fix their common cold. It's like, bitch, I made a big lagoon. They can go to the other goddamn side.
Oh, shit.
Where's the rabies?
And that game came out back in... Jurassic World came out in, what, 2018 or 2019 or something like that? Or before that?
Something like that. I found a dude on YouTube that's got a YouTube page. He built, like, basically, like, almost like a realistic Jurassic World, like, basically making it, like, trying to make it a one-for-one shot of the real thing and everything with the dinosaurs and shit. And he does like episodes of like, this episode is the large herbivores, and he just like takes a cruise through it and does like walkthroughs as if he's like John Hammond fucking explaining the dinosaurs and shit like that. He does one where he takes the rover through the lagoon and just goes up showing all the dinosaurs and explaining. I was like, damn, it's kind of cool.
Well, damn. Okay.
Did I delete the gate door there? No, it's right here. So why are they not using it and going in there and fucking doing that?
Get wrecked, dogs. Get wrecked.
Yes, now they're okay.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
There we go. Now we started to do it. Add a connection gate for them so they don't have to go out and back in every time.
See, I know that the Mexicans that are painting my buddy Pablo's house right now because his niece's daughter is taking over the house and she's getting everything repainted. Well, these motherfuckers painted the house a fucking shit brown, fucking almost like olive looking color. It's fucking horrible. It's like you just took a fresh baby's diaper and just said fuck it, just plastered on the fucking wall. Dude, she got back and she's talking about, I don't like that color. I said, oh shit, getting the woman started. Then she finally changes up the color on them. Now they're over there repainting the house a different color. Pablo called me talking about, these guys are pissed over here.
Did she pick the initial color?
See. That's what I'm saying.
Because if she did, then she's got no right to be mad that they're pissed off. I would have walked off the fucking job and still taken her goddamn money. I would have charged her twice.
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck you, bitch. I'm not doing this again just because you don't like the color you picked.
Exactly. Correct. I would have been doing the same thing.
Not my fault. Your fucking ass left and didn't watch us paint it to see, oh, I don't like that.
Right.
I don't know. I worked apartment maintenance, and I was a no bull apartment maintenance guy. Like, I was cool with my residents, but at the same time, like, if you were an idiot or did stupid shit, like, I had one lady, she's like, can I paint my apartment any color I want? I'm like, you can, but you have to repaint it back before you move out. And if you're only going to be here for a little bit, I wouldn't recommend doing it because it's a waste of money. And so she does it, and she was there for 6 months, and she moves out, and she goes, so when are you going to bring the paint by for me to repaint my apartment? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, well, you said I could paint it, but I have to repaint it, so where do I get the paint? Like, you go out and you fucking buy the paint just like you did before. She's like, well, nobody told me that, so you guys need to cover it. And I just told her straight up, I'm like, look, I'm not painting it unless you pay me for it. She tried to sue us, and even the judge was like, because I was in the court where I used to have to go to the court cases in an apartment and like property maintenance as the maintenance guy to like testify for shit and everything sometimes. And I was in there listening to it, and even the judge was like, I don't understand what the big issue is here, man. You painted the apartment, they let you know you had to repaint it. You need to repaint it.
Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I
choose. Hit me twice.
Right.
So be it.
Is this now the
Heroism lies
apartment
in the soul
complex
that
you're
stands
talking about?
firm
Is this
against
the
its
same apartment
fears.
complex where you had a problem with the other
Power
fucking
awaits
workers?
thy command. The time
No.
has come to awaken
No,
the
wasn't
hero
one.
within.
That was the last one I ever
Engrave thy
worked.
very
It wasn't so much I
heart.
had a problem with him, it was that he threatened my life one day because I fucking... He was a very vulgar person, and like, I didn't care. But like, I had this lady, she was like in her 50s, her name was Mary, and she was with my groundskeeper, and he was like, he did not censor himself around her, just, you know, pussy, vagina, fuck, this, that, all this shit. And, I mean, he was a Middle Eastern dude, I'm not saying that, like, anything, I'm saying that's, like, he was the type of person he was, like, and everything, and fucking, one day, he did it in front of a resident, someone that I actually know, one of the residents' wives, and they're very, you know, religious, and she was very, I could see she was very, you know, upset about it, so I went straight to the office, and I'm like, look, I haven't said anything yet, but, and he was my supervisor, and I was like, I haven't said anything yet, but this dude is this, that, this, all this shit, and they're like, okay, well, okay, and then they just bring him into the office with me, basically make me testify to everything I said in front of him, and then ask his side. He tells his side, and they're basically like, well, we believe him because he's the supervisor, not you. And I was painting an apartment that day by myself, so I went back to painting the apartment. He comes in like 45 minutes later, just me and him in this apartment, and he looks me dead square in the eyes and goes, no, Michael, I was once working at another complex, and there was someone like you who used to like spread rumors about me. One day they found him knocked out in an apartment. Nobody knows what happened to him. And I was like, after that, I just never went back into work, because like, I've always said, if you want to threaten somebody, don't say what you're going to do to them. Say something that happened to somebody. So I, in my mind, was like, he just gave me an ultimatum, like, he's going to do something to me. I'm out of here, fuck this. This job's not worth it.
Are you okay?
And literally like a half a year later, he got fired for fucking trying to break into a fucking resident's house and take something, and all these residents came forth about all the shit I was saying he was doing, and they called me like, will you come back? Nope. You guys didn't take my side, you guys didn't want to believe me, didn't do any investigation, fuck you. I won't come back, I felt threatened there.
Fuck yeah, I will fight
with Seeker! Wind!
That was my favorite place I worked too, cause like we had one dude that was right across from my my freaking maintenance shop, which was just a hollowed out garage that I used, and it was my office too, and I'd sit in there at lunch. I wouldn't go to lunch, I'd just sit in there and nap. And he was a former Navy SEAL. I don't know what team he was on, but he had a lot of missions and medals and shit. And he used to go up into the mountains and go javelina hunt. And he would get fresh javelina, come down and make fresh javelina, red and green chili burritos, and bring them over to me for lunch and shit. And that shit was so fucking good.
Yeah, it's so funny when you say javelina, because a lot of people in this fucking world they look at you like, what's that?
It's a rat.
I mean, you can call it, yeah, a giant rat, but...
It is. It's more related to a rat than a pig.
Scour!
Is it really?
Yes. They're rodents. The javelinas are not pigs. They just look like pigs, but they're not. Yeah, they're big. I've been bitten by one. I've had one clamp down on my leg before. It's not fun. They have fucking, I think it's the pit bull jaws or the bulldog jaws that when they bite, they lock and you can't open them back up until they unlock. And they're fucking... So where I lived in Fountain Hills, there used to be a family of like 40 of them that would do a circle through the town and then back out to the desert, like usually like once a week or sometimes twice a week, and they would just walk through yards eating cactuses and shit. And you go look on my Facebook, I got pictures of me where I got out there and like got so comfortable with them that I got like literally a foot from them taking pictures of like them and the babies and put it on Facebook. Like the biggest male in that group was bigger than I was. Like not standing, but if I was on all fours, he was way bigger than I was. very nerve-wracking.
So they're basically just like a capybara.
Yeah, exactly. They're basically a capybara, but a rodent. You know, they look like pigs, but they're a rodent.
That's so fucking cool.
Yeah. You know, everything about them is pig, but their actual species is a rodent species. They're like more related to them than anything else. Which is weird because I just found this out the other day, but there's actually one primate species in the world. So it's more closely related to us than any other types of animals and shit.
A wish from which thy
and
strength is
I don't remember what it's called, but it's very small. It's like the size of a capuchin. But it's the only known primate species in the world that's venomous.
Those we call heroes have earned the title through this order.
It's got venom glands on the inside of its thighs, and when it feels threatened, it like licks the inside of its thighs and gets the venom in its mouth, and then bites something and basically lets its envenomated saliva out. But it's not like a bacteria or something like that. It's actual legit venom gland that it produces venom in a sac and it holds it there until it needs it. Just like a fucking viper.
Hey, Cheddar.
Yo.
Guess what was officially announced today?
Oh, what?
Alien Isolation 2.
Oh, God.
Right?
Is it Alien Isolation 2
yes.
or is it a complete different name? Okay, so it is. Okay, awesome. Because you remember that one I saw a little bit back and I was like, this looks a lot like a sequel to Alien Isolation 2, but it was something else. I don't remember, and it was a whole different name too.
Yeah, no. Just think about this though. Like the AI is 10 years old today. It's 10-year anniversary. Like imagine when this game comes out in like 3 or 4 years or more. Like it's going to be insane.
Dude, yeah, that AI was so good back then.
Still beyond everything.
Yeah, I mean, even now, like, that's the best AI there, so just imagine what it'd be like. That motherfucker's gonna be, like, lifting up tables and shit, looking for your ass, like, hello?
I wonder if they'll do, like, an aliens, like, more than one alien. And they can work together or something.
I think it'd be really cool if they did, like, a, like, Space Marine style game. Not Helldivers. I like the way Space Marines did it better. A Space Marine style, like, online player game where, you, like, how they did Fireteam Elite, but more Space Marine style, with an actual story with that AI on
that
the
last one fit. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. With the AI.
Yeah, where you just gotta like go into hives and there's just you have a set goal and there's like no spawned enemies. The enemies are already in there and you just have to get through, so they won't keep spawning. And they have their own AI, so they're just running around doing whatever, responding to sounds or whatnot. That would be badass. Cause yeah, Fireteam Elite was good for like a minute, and then it just went right down.
Better than Colonel Marines.
Colonial Marines, yeah.
Oh yeah, Colonial.
Yeah, that one I played. That one. That I think the only that's the one where you could play as the. That's the one where you could play. There's part of it where you played as the alien, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
Top 5 worst game ever made though.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually have that one there. I didn't even play more. I think I played like 10 minutes into it and I couldn't do it.
That's PS3. Utter failure.
Yeah. There was one. I want to say it's Aliens vs Predator Colonial Marines. Is what it was called. It was a PlayStation 2 game, I want to say. And it was like Strategic Strike 4. Like that style game where you like had your guys, you could call in airdrops for more Marines, but you could play as the Marines, the Predators, or the aliens. So like if you were the alien, you had to get a queen, had to have her find a hive, start making eggs, you had to get people or animals or creatures, bring them into the hive for face, they had to be alive for the face huggers and shit. Like there was like specific missions on each map that you had to do. Like I think the first Marine mission was basically those second aliens. Maybe we haven't heard from this processor in days. We gotta go check it out, and it's because there's an alien fucking queen there.
You're just gonna crown a new king.
And that one was actually really good.
Who's Luis?
They announced 343 Studios rebranded to Halo Studios today, and everything's going Unreal Engine 5. And they showed tech demos of Halo on Unreal Engine 5, and it looks insane.
You were talking about the slow lores, Cheddar.
The slow lores?
Yeah, the venomous primate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know the name, but they look weird. They kind of look like that one little fucking weird animal with the big eyes and shit. They kind of look like that thing. But yeah, I was watching this show. It's actually a really good show. It's Forrest Galante's Extinct or Alive, where like he goes out and tries to find animals that are believed to be extinct, like recent ones. Like I think the two that he's most recently been looking for are the Tasmanian tiger and the one weird one that he's looking for, but he feels that is actually there, is the Mecalium Bembe, which is basically like a brontosaurus in fucking the Congo or some shit. And he says that he thinks that if there was some type of animal like that, and the reports are enough to say that there could be, it would be in the Congo, because nobody can fucking go there to look for it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not going anytime soon to look for it. But yeah, he found his most recent one that was on the show too. That was the most like significant one. Is he found the tortoise that's been supposedly extinct for 120 years. The last person to see it alive was Charles Darwin, and he felt that it was possible on this one island that was one of the islands Darwin went to, where he found the tortoise, that there could be one left alive on it. And he went there and he found it, and it was a female.
That's a hell of a mission.
Awesome.
So, but yeah, that's where I saw that ape on. He was doing, I think it was a bird or a type of cat in, wherever that thing's from. I want to say South America. I want to say, but I'm pretty sure, but it could be Africa. But I'm pretty sure it was in South America.
What, the Loris?
Yeah.
Oh, it's in, it lives in the jungles in Southeast Asia.
Oh, Asia, okay, so it was somewhere over there. Yeah, I didn't remember where it was. I just remember it being jungly, and you're looking for either a bird or a cat that was supposed to be extinct, and he found it. But while he was there, he was going through a village, and a woman in the village called him over, said she had something that he might be interested in, that she caught in a trap, and showed him it, and he bought it from her and took it out and released it into the wild.
Oh, wow.
Losing my edge.
Yeah, Forrest Galante's cool. I like watching his shit. He's like a more techier, modern version of like Steve Irwin. If you don't watch Steve Irwin's son, Steve Irwin's son is legitly like a carbon print of him.
Yeah, he really is. And what was the other dude? I used to watch Jeff Corwin a lot too.
Yeah, he used to be really good. He was actually with Steve Irwin when Steve Irwin died.
Yeah, those guys are cool, but the Crap Brothers, way cooler.
Yeah. Those two are like OG.
Go back to the capital, but then we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads.
Yeah, but
that'll mean checkpoints.
Yeah, the slow Loris, the male gets up to 2.3 ounces, I think it said.
Yeah, they don't get big. They're very, very little.
Yeah.
They're like the size of a Yorkie or a teacup Yorkie.
Oh yeah, super small. Have you ever heard of an eye? Or seen an
Yeah. That's what I was saying. It kind of looks like one of those big-eyed. That's what I was talking about. I couldn't think of the name of it though.
This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars.
Imagine getting flipped off with that middle finger. God damn. They stick that fucker into the woods and pull out fucking grubs and shit.
No one truly knows.
Yeah, I want to know. How that thing was created, because they look like a whole beast, different kind of fucking animals.
We have a, some people believe it's a population of them. I don't know for sure. I think it's just one. Could be gone by now, but there was a lemur out here, living out here, where I used to go off-roading and camping and fishing and shit. I've seen it 3 times.
Wasn't a damn thing to be
One
found in
time I
those
saw it
bastards.
in the trees, fucking like shaking
Well,
the branches at
the
us
moon's
while
still
we were
low.
fucking rope swinging
If
into
you've any
the
other
river in this
questions,
area.
now's the time.
Another time running across the trail and shit. But some rich
Can't think
person
of
got
anything.
it, and it basically was too much of a handful, so he just like opened his back door and let it go. And like where it is in Arizona is super like, it's almost like being in a rainforest in this little area. Like it's super green. There's almost no desert in this like couple mile swath area by the river. Like you're literally walking under canopy trees and shit. Like having to use a machete to hack your way through it and everything. And it's a nature preserve up there too, so you can't shoot anything up there.
Now look, I don't have nothing against you telling me this story for the 10th time. I'm just saying, me and Jay Stone can make a lot of money off of this story. I'm like, believer. I'm like, oh yeah, he was with his brother and they were driving and the fucker came out like a tree line or some shit like that.
Well, the one where I was with my brother, we were driving, it just ran across the road in front of us.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta crash it. I'm gonna head out for a little bit, boys.